quiz. This is just a review of the quiz. Okay, I'm doing, these are harder than what's on there. Okay, the ones I'm doing up here. So realize that. The quiz is easier. I'm doing a little bit harder ones just so you can see it. Okay? Here we go. Let's say I had x squared y plus 3x times x squared y plus 2xy minus 3x, like that. Okay? What should I do, Caleb? Just use the distributive property, right? I'm going to distribute this all the way through. What's your name? Sabrina. Sabrina, distribute the x squared y all the way through for me.
So x to the fourth and y to the second.
Good. What did you do with the exponents? Added them. Very good. Next.
Plus 2x to the third and y to the second.
What did you do with the coefficients? Multiplied. Added the exponents. Next one.
Subtract 3x to the third y.
Okay. Are any of those like terms? Nope. That's why I didn't line them up with anything, right? Okay. Next one. I'm going to distribute the 3x all the way through. Okay. What's your name? Maddie. Go ahead and distribute that all the way through for me. What do you get?
So 3x cubed.
3x cubed y, right? Is there any of that here? X cubed y right there. Okay. Plus 3x cubed y. Everybody with me so far? Okay. Next one, Maddie, what do I get?
6x squared y.
I get 6x squared y. Notice there wasn't any x squared y's, so I need to put that down there. Next.
And then 9 squared.
And then negative 9x what?
Squared.
Squared. Again, none of those. So I lined up my like terms still, even though some of them only like terms were these two, that's okay. What's my final answer here? As I add them together. X to the fourth y squared. Don't try and combine that with anything. Plus 2x cubed y squared. Don't try and combine that with anything. These add to what?
Zero.
I don't have to put it then. Okay, I just skip that because that's 0. And then I get plus 6x squared y minus 9x squared. Don't forget, if you can add them to 0, you don't have to put them. Okay, everybody got it? Okay, next one. Solve this. 13x squared plus 39x equals 0. What should I do first? Go ahead. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What's your name, though?
And,
Kenzie, what do you think I should do?
oh, don't you have to break it down so it's like the...
Break it down is kind of right. What's the word we're going to use for that? I want to factor out the common what? Common factor. What's the common factor between 13x squared and 39x? What's the thing that will divide them both evenly? That's what I'm asking when I'm asking what's the common factor. What is the thing that will divide them both evenly?
13x.
13x. It divides them both evenly. And really all I'm doing is dividing. Remember, factoring is just dividing. So I'm dividing each of these terms by 13x. So 13x squared divided by 13x leaves what? X. Plus 39x divided by 13x gives me what? 3. Not x, because the x already came what? The x already came out. In other words, I'm dividing by 13x. Those x's go away. So that's it. Now what? How many factors are there? 2. So I set each factor equal to what? 0. This is a factor only when there's a what there?
Variable.
When there's an x. Otherwise, I can just ignore it because I can divide by 13, right? But here I'm going to have to keep it 13x equals 0 because there's a variable there. X plus 3 could equal x. And then I just solve each equation. What should I divide both sides by?
13.
13, and that 13 goes away basically, and x is what?
0.
0. That's one of your answers. And this one I should subtract what? 3, and so x is what?
Negative 3.
Negative 3, done. Okay? So you have some of those. Next one. These are the 2 story problems that I want to go over. These are the most important. Everybody with me? Most important right here is doing these story problems. One of them we've done quite a few of. It'll be pretty easy. The other one, we haven't done that many of. It won't be quite as easy. So you got to really pay attention to the second one I do. First one's pretty easy. We have a swimming pool. Small swimming pool in your backyard. It's 10 by 20, 10 feet by 20 feet. And we're going to add a walkway around it, all the way around it. Okay, we're going to add this walkway. We haven't decided what to do for the walkway, so we're just going to call that x for now. Okay, you're going to add an x walkway, xy walkway, all the way around. Okay? All right. I'm going to draw that. How come? It helps me remember what I'm doing here. All right? Show me A says this. Give me an equation that represents the perimeter, the total perimeter around the walkway and pool area. So I've got along here what? 2x plus what? 20. And how many of those do I have?
2.
I have 2, so I'm going to times that by 2 because I have one on the bottom and one on the top. Perimeter is all of them added what? Together. So this one plus this one is 2 of those. Plus 2 what? 2 widths. So this is going to be 2x plus what?
10.
10, and I'm going to add all that together. Notice this is a plus between them for perimeter. Okay, so I'm going to distribute, but then I'm going to add like terms is all. So this is perimeter. Okay, what am I going to get? Go ahead and distribute for me. Somebody do it real quick. 4x plus what?
40.
40 plus
4x.
4x plus
20.
20. Add the like terms.
8x.
8x plus
60.
60. That equals the perimeter. Everybody got it? Fairly simple. Okay. The next one's going to ask you to do area. Write me an equation for the area. Still, I'm going to use 2x plus 20 and 2x plus what? 10. But what am I going to do with them?
Multiply them.
Yeah, area is length times width. So this time, it's length times width. Notice this was plus, this is multiply. That's the key difference. This is for area, this was for perimeter. That's what I don't want you to get confused on the quiz, okay? When I'm doing area, then I multiply. What do I get when I multiply them? Again, somebody do that really quick. Just distribute the 2x for me all the way through.
4x squared.
Sorry, 4x squared. Then what?
20x.
20x. Inside,
40x.
40x. Last terms,
200.
200. Combine like terms, what do I get? 4x squared plus 60x plus 200. This is the area. Got it? Then I'll say something like this. Hey, what if it was 5 feet around? What if I decide to put a 5-foot walkway around everything? Okay. What's the area and the perimeter? If 5-foot walkway. Okay. So all I have to do is put what in for x?
5.
5. So the area will be 5 squared is
25.
25 times 4 is
100.
100. And then 5 times x is, or sorry, 5 times 6 is 300 plus 200 is what? 600 square feet. Remember, area is always in square units and perimeter is always in linear units. Okay? Meaning that you don't square. Okay? So same thing goes here. I'm just going to still plug in 5 right here. What's 5 times 8?
40.
40 plus 60 is
100.
100 feet. Not feet squared, 100 feet. It's 100 feet all the way around there. Okay? All of them added together. If it's 5. Okay? That's it. That's my answers. Okay, got it? That's one story problem. Here's the next story problem. This is the hardest one. Okay? You're going to try and save up for a car. Okay? You're going to try and save up for a car. Your uncle said, I won't need this car. I'm going to be getting a new car. And I'm going to sell you my old car for $2,100, $2,100 in 2 years. And you have $2,000. And you're like, I know I'm going to spend that. So you put it in a CD, okay, as a certificate of deposit. The CD pays 1.5%, okay? And we're going to see what happens here, okay? Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to tell you that yet. Sorry. Not going to tell you that yet. I'm going to tell you this first, sorry. It's going to say we have $2,000 to save, and the formula for doing interest rate, simple interest, is 1 plus R raised to the number of years. In this case, how many years before my uncle sells it to me?
2.
2 years, so it's raised to the number of years. That represents the number of years. What does the 2,000 represent?
How much he
This
has
is what we
left.
call our principal, or our starting amount, how much we have. 1 plus the rate is how much interest you're going to make. What does the 1 represent, do you know? It's 100% of your money. You're not going to lose money. You're going to gain a certain what? Rate, which you can turn to a decimal on that money. Okay? So that's our equation. That's going to be given to you. And then it says write this. Write a polynomial in second degree polynomial that represents how much money I'm going to make. So it wants me to square that out and write it out. Can I square that out? Yeah, it's pretty easy. What do I got? 2,000 still, and then what do I do here? 1 squared is 1. First term times second term double, plus what? 2r. Everybody see where I got the 2r from? First term times second term double. That's going to be important because there's going to be some of these on the quiz. First term times second term double. Remember this came from Pascal's triangle? Okay. First term times second term double plus last term squared, r squared. Okay. That's squaring that out. And that's going to be my equation. So this is my polynomial. Okay, so that's all squared out. Now what? Well, now it's going to say, let's say you make 1.5% interest. So this is the key part. 1.5% interest is what as a decimal? How do you change a percent to a decimal? 2 places to the what? To the left. So it's actually 0.01. This is 1 plus 2 times 0.015. You see how I moved it 2 places to the left? 0.015 plus 0.015 squared is my answer. Okay? This is how much money I'm going to have after 2 years. My uncle says he's going to sell it to me for $2,100. Will I have enough money? I don't know. I got to do the math, right? Somebody get a calculator out for this part. You can use your phones on this if you need to. So what am I going to get? Well, I'm going to do this whole thing together. So what's 0.015 squared? That's the part I need. Somebody do it on your calculator. 0.015 squared. 0.015, and then just hit the x squared key. What'd you get? Anyone? Anyone? Hands? Bueller? 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 Anyone?
2.25 e negative
0.0. What'd you say?
4. 2.25 e negative 4 is what it
Let me show you what it's going to do. All that's saying is 0.000225. How come I got that? The e negative 4 means I moved the decimal what? 4 places to the left. Got it? That's all that means. So if you see that on your calculator, that's what it means. All right. What's 2 times 0.015? 0.0, what is it? 3? Is that right? 0.03? Okay. And then a 1. Add all those together. 1.030225, correct?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, and then I'm going to times this by what? 2,000, so do that on your calculator. 2,000 times 1.030225. What'd you get?
2060.45.
2,060.45?
Yeah.
Do I have enough money then? Not quite. I won't be able to buy the car for $2,100. I'll have to talk my uncle down. Right? So I'm not quite going to have, or I'll have to earn some more money. But that's how I would do that. Okay? So that's the other one on the test. Okay, you can stop that.